From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Jason here, Signature Esports, and a pleasure it is to have you here live and in charge for the Duck Press Media Solutions Truck Series round one of the playoffs as they finish up qualifying here at the Monster Mile. Dover is the track for just a big run. It's one of my favorite tracks when it comes to running in the Truck Series. And it can be very competitive. It can be very slippery. It can be very dicey. But normally the racing is just absolutely fantastic. This is the Kelly Webb Memorial Race here. Kelly Webb, of course, gone but not forgotten. Father of Chris Webb out there. And thoughts and prayers go out to the Webb family. And it's always good to be able to forever memorialize somebody out there in there. Good to see Strictly Stock out there on YouTube. Thank you so much. Kendra, thank you for the like. Jesse, thank you for the like. Thank you for the share out there as well. We appreciate everybody doing what you do to be the best that you can be. Right now, qualifying, there is Chris right there, actually. Like his truck. I do like his truck. Running without a number, that is quite all right, because what happens with that is just get to know that that's the one truck that we get to see driving the 68 today. See, tries to put up a fast qualifying time today. 7th so far in the standings, and it's going to be a ton of fun. That's right, Weber Strong. Good to see everybody out there, folks. We love and appreciate all the folks that we can help out there, and taking consideration that life is too short to be stressing the small stuff. Always hug and keep those close to you the best that you can, of course. Today, a good sign for that, and it's going to be an awesome race, and we're definitely going to have our moments here where this kind of just hits home for a lot of us. Playoff points on your screen look like that. That's going to be Oliver Cordell, your points leader, getting into the playoffs. Rich is going to be second in the playoff standings with 5 playoff points to the 15 of Oliver. James Cato, Nathan Yarnell, GT, Gavin Hibbs, and we've got Jesse Cottrell, Holt Johnston, Dean Sprinkle, Nick Sawyer, Mike Harris, then Scotty Grove, Rick Javorka is going to be out there, Brock, and Brandon Lawless, and then last but not least, Michael Carpenter out there on the playoff points. Rich is going to be your pole sitter today, and that's going to help out for a lot of the folks. Here is your starting grid for the Kelly Webb Memorial at Dover. Richard's going to be your pole sitter. Bryson's going to be your outside pole sitter. Brandon Lawless, GT Park, that'll make up your second row. Brock Johnston, Nick Sawyer, and Gavin Hibbs and Chris Webb. Joey Kennedy, and then Nathan Yarnell. Then we're going to have Jesse Cottrell and the man James Cato himself. They will hold up that next 6th row. Down the starting grid we go. Justin Sumner, Dean Sprinkle out there, Rick Javorka, and then Holt Johnston. Then we'll have Joe Francis, Scotty Grove, and then Billy Sigmund and Mike Harris. Much love to the family and the friends and the folks out there. Going to be extra annoying to the guys tonight now. I love it. Have fun. Corey, good to see you out there driving back from Nashville. Going to miss this one, man. Oh, man. Corey, well, you tuned in for a good one. Thank you very much for tuning in out there on YouTube. We appreciate everybody being out there. Joe's going to be. James, thank you for the shares and the like as well. Much love to you, my friend. Hopefully you're having a fantastic evening. Drivers are lined up on pit road, and pit lane will be busy. Especially when it comes to the race info. Actually, let's pull that up for you. Race information, the Monster Mile, 1 mile in length, 125 laps for the drivers, 109 degrees on the track temperature, which means that turn 2 and turn 4 are going to be super spicy tonight. 70 degrees on the air temperature, 55% humidity. Usually means for some sticky tires, but the cloudy skies might play a factor into that. So we shall see how it goes. I watched practice, and practice looked like these drivers we're having that spiciness there on the edge of the corner. So hopefully they'll be able to take care of it. 5 sets of tires. This is round 1, race 1 of the playoffs. and they're going to have one fast repair for the drivers. Duck Press Media Solutions. Go to duckpress.com. And they're out of Tucson, Arizona. If you have not checked out the website, it's a pretty fantastic website, duckpress.com. Go to the services section. They may have a solution for you. Duck Press Media Solutions is a leader in digital reprographics, technologies, and services. Blue lines, black lines, aerial maps, pictures, photos, drawings, and text can be enlarged or reduced and reproduced to the proper scale with amazing clarity. With the cost of a large format digital scanning and printing comparable to Diazo blueprints, digital reprographic renders a cleaner, crisper, fade-resistant reproduction on a variety of media such as Bond, Vellum, and Mylar. Tracking various phases of a project can be made easier by printing each stage on a different color of bond paper. Make sure you go check them out. There's a lot of different services that they have, and absolute fantastic company. DuckPress.com, sponsor of the Strictly Stock Motorsports Truck Series. Absolutely. Thank you, James. I appreciate you. We're working on having a fantastic broadcast. We're going to work on having a whole slew of amazingness over the course of the next of everything. We're trying to get everybody and everything back in order, and life has thrown me some curveballs for myself, and you know, gotta do it. 38-44, 83-76. That's going to be your start. Green flag here at Dover as they get hot and heavy into the corner. Richard in the 38 driving the Oreo cookie machine. Has a whole lot of outside line run. Multi-groove track for Dover, but we shall see if they're going to be able to hold on to those multi-grooves. 38 to 83, 44. Something you got to be careful with when you get down to the bottom apron. If you get down there and you touch that darker portion, you're going to end up having an issue. Caution's going to come out. Looks like Gavin Hibbs involved in the first caution of the race. All of our cautions brought to you by Nerds Doing Nerd Things podcast across the board, across the state, across state limits. John, thank you for the like out there. I appreciate you very much. Nerds Do Nerd Things podcast. You can find them on all your favorite platforms that you can find your wonderful, wonderful, wonderful podcasts on, and that includes Apple iTunes, iHeartRadio, so on and so forth. I watch them or I listen to them on Spotify. They do have a YouTube channel and a Facebook page, so you can follow them there. Gavin Hibbs involved. Let's take a look and see what I think. The 88 kind of net coated the wall there, got into the wall, and then Gavin sticks the lane. Oh man. He got turned inside out right there. That was, let's just back that up. Because I know he reset and went to pits. I don't think that truck was able to drive anywhere after that. Holy cow. It looked like the 88 was, I'm sorry, that's not the 88. That's Nick Sawyer in the 69. He kind of got stuck on the wall there. Right there. So he's right next to the wall. And then, man, all of that happened. Oh. Dang, oh dang. The clipping is real. So Justin Sumner had to jump to pits as well. Sumner was sort of wrapped up in that. He is on pit road. Kind of want to see what happened there with Justin. Let's take a look here. So Justin Sumner right there in the 94. Oh, he's the one that got into Gavin and kind of freed him up. 88 at Cottrell was trying to get on the brakes, and everybody trying to turn sideways and work themselves back around. Justin was trying to get himself turned back around there. I wonder if his engine blew. He had to jump to pit road there. Pat, thank you very much. As always, thank you very much, Pat Baldwin out there, and have a great broadcast. Much love to you, my friend. Rich, is your race leader 4 laps in? Quick caution. Caution laps are going to be pretty quick there. And Gavin, I don't like doing it this early, but that was pretty remarkable, man. So I'm going to give it to you. Gavin Hibbs is going to get the first helicopter award of the day. And he's going to work on getting that truck taken care of. Does look like Nick Sawyer will be leaving pit road as Pace Truck leads them around 5 of 125. They were just starting to get spicy and heat things up. A lot of that was more netcode than anything else because of the contact that Hibbs had on the right side of that truck. Now, the 69 had the outside lane there, and he was right next to the wall. I didn't see any sparks, which makes me think that he didn't have any issues there, but we shall see as they get going forward. Now, Nick Sawyer went ahead and came to pit road. I think I wouldn't assume that he took the fast repair. But then again, I could be wrong. He may have taken that fast repair, getting a little bit of that side damage from Gavin. Nope, he didn't. He's got the scrapey scrape right there, so he went and just got it fixed. It's smart. It's smart. Nothing wrong with that. Rich in the 38, right where he started. The top 5 actually right where they started. Rich, and then Bryson, Brandon, GT, and Brock. That'll make up your top 5. Joey Kennedy up 3. James Cato up 5. Nathan Yarnell up 2. Old Johnston flirted with 6 and 7 spots gain. As a 47 will utilize the outside lane on the restart here. Billy Sigmund up a solid 7 as he is in 12th. He started in 19th. Scotty Grove leaving pit road now. Gavin Hibbs as well. He was able to get that tow and will be back out there trying to compete. A few laps down, 3 laps down being shown. Sumner looks like he might be just out of the race. Scotty Grove leaving pit road. He is still on the lead lap. So Gavin Hibbs will be a recipient of a lucky dog depending on what happens here. Kind of no matter where he goes. 6 of 125. We're going to be rolling 44 on the outside, 38 on the inside. And no doubt, an honor to us all. Green flag waves. Rich gets the jump. Not able to clear the 44, but he's going to be able to drop into the corner here. 44 might have a better run on the exit. We'll see if he gets any tighter. He's going to roll the corner very nicely. 44 to the inside. 38 is going to be able to battle on the outside. Bryson Fitzgerald drops into the corner. 38 trying to clear. He's going to be cleared down, and we'll have the run back. Bryson Fitzgerald takes over to lead. And that is how the start of the race looks. Nick Sawyer into pit road here as Chris Webb comes around. Tail end of the field. The 68 is running, driving the duck press Chevy. Little nose and right side damage. Scotty Grove in the 55 coming back around. There's Mike Harris in the 22. Harris Construction on him. M&H Harris Motorsports. I like it. I'm sorry. I think it's just Harris Motorsports on the back now, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Dean runs the fastest lap of the race, then followed up by Mike. Mike runs the next fastest lap of the race, 23.63 for the driver. So he starts to roll into the corner. Mike, thank you for the like out there. Much love to you. Appreciate you. Bryson Fitzgerald out front. Richard's going to be trying to close down some of that distance. 0.3 of a second. Bryson utilizing a little bit of that wall tap to get himself into the corner a little bit heavier. Can slow you up kind of greatly here. Chris Webb going to pit lane. I wonder if he is, hopefully he's not done. He is doing all right there. A little right side damage. Never hurt anybody. 44, 38, 83, 76, 17. And right now, the 83 of Brandon Lowis trying to get to the inside of the 38, 76 of GT Park out there. Brock Johnston back here. Rolling his corner out of turn 3 and 4 to the front stretch. And the drivers now smoothly underway. A little single file racing never hurt anybody for a little bit. Kennedy right there. Driving the Ford. Sorry, not driving the Ford. He's driving. I do believe my thing is all messed up over here, but that's all right. He's driving a Chevy, and he's driving the number 4, and he's got the 3 of James Cato behind him. James rolling. Nathan Yarnell, the number 15, driving the Caterpillar Chevy Silverado right there. Toyota, Chevy, Toyota run the top 3. GT in a Ford. Brock Johnston in a Toyota. And these Chevys are trying to battle back. The four to the high side. Cato right there on the run as well. These trucks are going to start getting a little bit nicer as these tires start to weld. Billy Sigmund in a Ford here. The second Ford in the field as that number 12 truck tries to roll the corner himself out of two onto the backstretch. Good run for him so far as these drivers try to do what they do. Gavin Hibbs set to jump to pit road here. Something happened with him. Chris Webb runs his fastest lap of the race, 23.42. Actually, that is the fastest lap of the race. Congratulations to Chris Webb. Says, hey, I got this. Sammy at Sumner Racing, thank you for the follow out there on Twitch. Much love to you. I appreciate you. 15 of 125. Bryson Fitzgerald leading by half a second. And Brandon Lolis, not the fastest driver on the racetrack, but he's the fastest driver inside the top five. He runs a sub 24-second lap, and he is really starting to push boundaries here. Richard doing the same thing, 23.93 is a tenth faster than Bryson Fitzgerald at the moment, but this time by, it looks like Bryson might be a little bit faster than everybody else. He is 23.95. Alternating lap times. Chris Webb, who is going to be 3 laps down, is going to be tracking down Justin Sumner in the 94. It's a full send kind of situation. Scotty Grove, the last driver on the lead lap, the 55, trying to roll the corner nicely. This 18 of 125 is being completed. Fitzgerald extending that lead. Getting into the corner kind of nicely. And now you got to remember, this is going to be about a long haul. Joe Francis, big special thank you to out there. He is the guy running the numbers for everybody, a.k.a. he's the guy that's out there making sure these drivers are doing their job. Not an easy job, sometimes a thankless job. But hey, we appreciate Joe. Cato and Kennedy got under fire for each other right there. The 15 of Nathan Yarnell right behind. We might just go on board with the 15. Part of the job that you have to do is keep your nose out of the back of somebody. Nathan doing a pretty decent job of it right here. Trying to get into the corner, trying not to be tight. Biceps, thank you very much. Sitting there watching right now, appreciate you very much. We like what you see. Down the corner, has to get out of the throttle hard right there. And we'll be all over the back bumper of Kennedy right there. Full send into the corner. Appreciate everybody out there. Thank you so much to everybody out there doing what you do. I'm not the star. No, these drivers are the star of the show. I've always said that. Bryson Fitzgerald losing a little bit of ground to Richard there on the last few laps. But steadily takes turn 2 to be, I think turn 2 is his better turn. But right here into 3, it looks a little bit stronger. Richard looks like he might be trying to close down that distance as well. Saving tires is going to be the big factor here, and if you can't save tires, well, then you know what happens. These drivers are the star of the show. You're just to help to make them look good. You make my job easier. Brock Johnston, Dean, and up 5 now. He tries to go to the inside of the 17 there. 17 dropping off just a little bit. 47 of Hope Johnston trying to close down some of that distance as well. Cottrell, excuse me, trying to drop in. Got a new paint scheme for Jesse there. Johnston, that's Brock Johnston there. And the 15 side by side. 17 trying to go to the inside. 28 is going to be tied off the corner right here to the inside of the 15. 15 keeps it off the wall. Nice job by both of those drivers. Pass for Brock Johnston trying to get back to fifth where he started. 15 of Nathan Yarnell dropping back to 10th where he started, or pretty close to it. Hope Johnston still battling there to the inside. It's part of the problem. Once you get out of your routine and people start putting you to the high side and they have tires that they can run to the inside, it usually makes a big difference here. Big run coming in. 44, little wall scrape, little Darlington stripe on the side of that truck. Bryson Fitzgerald leading by a full second as the 38 rolls into the corner. 27 of 125. Fuel Strategy says about I think it's about 2 pit stops for this race. Should be roughly about 2 green flag pit stops. We shall see. Lawless in the 83, holding on to third. GT into fourth. James Cato in fifth. And these drivers are starting to make it. Cato, the biggest mover of the race. Driver off the most spots right now is Chris Webb, but I think that is just, it's all about timing right now. Gavin Hibbs out of the race. Nick Sawyer back here in 18th trying to hold on. Chris Webb is going to be 3 laps down, but that's nothing to sneeze at the moment. He's going to be trying to get around the 94. He's going to have to pass him for a whole lap. Bryson Fitzgerald rolling the corner, 1.4 seconds. And trying to gain here. A little spike going on there with the old intranet. So if that reflected out there, I apologize. 30 of 125. It's a hydrate break time for me. You folks enjoy the show. We'll keep it on exciting so you don't miss your favorite action for your favorite driver. And of course, and always, I'm going to hold on to it. I'm going to drink some of my roasted gems. Hiccups are on setting. Oh, man. Bryson Fitzgerald out front, 38 of 125. Richard trying to close down some of that distance. He had, well, we could take a look at that, actually. Here's the last 5 lap times by your race leader. Fitzgerald better on 35 and 38. Richard better on 34, 36, and 37. Lap traffic is going to start playing a factor here. Just like normal Dover, you kind of get yourself into a rhythm. 24.871, so better for Fitzgerald this last lap. And the look in front of him, it's going to be just that. This is good drive off for the 94. He's going to be able to utilize that high line. The 44 is going to be able to have that low line, not really have to worry too much about what's going on there. Richard comes around the corner and is trying to catch up some of that speed. And Lawless a little bit better on that lap in comparison to second and third. GT not far off. He's in fourth. Cato's still in fifth. Joey battling with Dean here. Dean's going to clear him. And now the 17 of Brock Johnston going in for the attack here out of 3 and 4. 42 of 125. This is going to be about who gets into pit road and cleanly off pit road. I know Bryson having a fantastic drive off, 1.5 seconds the distance. His last lap just a little bit slower by 1/100th of a second to Richard, but he's been able to maintain. And Richard slowly but surely trying to whittle away at this lead that the 44 has. Lawless in third here, right where he started. GT is right where he started as well. Billy Sigmund comes to pit. Ooh, he looked like he was coming to pit road and kind of got into the wall. I don't know if he got into the wall. I know he locked him up pretty hard there, so he's able to make that work. Mike Harris still in the lead lap, the 22, trying to make up some ground here as he comes around. Bryson said, he's doing a pretty darn good job there, Joe. 0.6 seconds. iRating starting to show 3171 on the iRating scale, A-class 4.2 on that. Caution comes out on lap 45. Kennedy involved, Scotty Grove involved, Nathan Yarnell involved. And this is about the time the drivers are going to start thinking about coming to pit road anyway, so it would make this pretty interesting as they come around.
Hello?
Wrong button. Little on board with Kennedy here. 88 of Cottrell was making the pass. Kennedy, went up, hit the wall. Got tied out of the corner into the 55. And everybody else was kind of just stopping there. And Kennedy able to still get rolling here. Let's a little bit more of the aerial view. We'll go to the far chase view here for Kennedy. As right about here. Now, Cottrell gets the run on the inside. This is turn 1 here. Or, sorry, turn 3 here. Sorry, that is turn 1. We're getting to the backstretch. Cottrell almost clears him, but the 4 has the run to the outside. But the 4 gets tight, gets into the wall right there, into the 55. Double taps the 55 right there. And now, not much you can do about that. And then Nick Sawyer involved as well. It does look like a lot of drivers just trying to slow down there and get themselves out of that one. It's hard to avoid it all. GT looks like he is going to be coming to pit road. Bryson Fitzgerald back to third. Curious in nature there. So a lot of drivers coming to pit road. Bryson is GT and Dean were coming to pit road because Rich and all them had already come to pit road. So Bryson Fitzgerald, Richard, and the 38, Brandon Lawless will be there as well. Some drivers looking for a free pass will be the 12 of the 69 here. They're going to be It's Billy Sigmund right there. He's going to be looking for a free pass. And then Nick Sawyer will be looking for one as well. Gavin Hibbs out of the race. Justin Sumner on pit road at the moment. Chris Webb as well. Webb was, I believe, should have been. No, he's still 3 laps down, so he's still working on that truck. Bryson Fitzgerald, your race leader. Second caution of the race. Mark, thank you for the like out there, brother. Appreciate you very much. Mr. Beverly having a good old-fashioned slugfest out there. How you doing, my man? .47 of 125. About 20 laps away from halfway on this one. There's some good racing going on there. We like Dover. Dover's a good racetrack. DuckPress.com, area code 520-795-1700. Or you can visit them at 4633 East Broadway Boulevard in Tucson, Arizona. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. They've got copying services that you can get out there and do as well. They also, if you get a hold of them, and you're even out of state, they can help you out there as well. So make sure you remember that phone number. Jot it down, put it in your phone book, or your Rolodex of your iPhone or your whatever mobile device you use. Again, area code 520-795-1700. That is what you can do. Big old copying service. I mean, they've got a lot. Let's see, you can send your files digitally via email, upload your files here in they'll upload your files in their plan room, and they can give you a hard copy as well. I tell you what, good services to have, especially in today's housing market when blueprints are super important. You're gonna need it. Pace trucks in 4438, 833, 1788. That'll be your front 3 rows on the restart here. Green flag waves. Mark, sunburnt from yard work all day. I hope you have a great evening and fantastic day as well. Lawless gets around Richard there on the restart. Richard didn't have the restart that he needed. And he is under fire by James Cato. New tires all around for these drivers. Caution once again, Justin Sumner involved, and he is 3 laps down. They're trying to get this one paced out. Duck Press made some nice posters of the Daytona 24-hour. Okay, that's awesome. See? That's what I mean. You do a lot of stuff. A lot of services out there. Third caution of the race. And nerds do nerd things. Get a showcase. All the way through it. See what happened here. The 94. To the bottom, to the high side. Ooh, Netco's the 22. And Harris goes around. And so does the 94. There's some heavy net code right there. Able to avoid the wall for the most part on the nose of that truck. One more time here. A little far chase on this one. I mean, they might have connected a little bit, but not that bad. You know, sometimes you're just a digital box. All good, though. All good. I want to give another helicopter award. No, I don't. Yes, I do. Okay, maybe I do. Maybe just a little one. Kennedy's going to be your lucky dog. He'll be back on the lead lap this time by Sigmund, looking for that next lucky dog position. Kennedy into 4. Trying to rebound. He'll start at the tail end of the field. Bryson Fitzgerald is going to have Brandon Lawless right there with him. Richard in the 38 is going to have James Cato right to his outside on this restart. It's 51 of 125. Third caution of the race. Reminder, today's race, it's in honor of Kelly Webb, fantastic father, great individual, and it is, of course, gone but not forgotten. And will be in the hearts and minds of us all and forever memorialized in this race. Hats off to the family, Chris Webb, and all the folks out there. We love you. We appreciate you. We hope that life is going to be treating you well, and forever know that you're in our hearts and prayers. We'll always take in consideration those who are close to us and those who we value. And much love, many respects. We'll take the next 30 seconds for you guys. Pace truck will dive in, and we will go back to green flag racing. Webb is 3 laps down, trying to battle back. Try to make sure that he gets himself in the right mix here. He had the right strategy. A green flag run would have put him back on the lead lap when these folks came to pit road, and he had the speed and the pace to be able to do something there. But now caution has kind of derived that for him. Derailed that for him. Green flag, 44 goes. Richard will be back to the inside, has the better run into the corner, but the 83 will be side by side out of 2. 38, 83, neck and neck off corner exit. 38 is going to be able to hold the second lane. Up into the lane, down in. He's going to clear the 83. Brandon Lawless back to third now where he started. And he was as high as second. And right now, the 44 trying to make it work. 83 free off the corner right there. Cato in fourth. 83 trying to put a good old-fashioned draft package slash bump and run slash let's go all over the back bumper of the 38. 38 trying to roll into the corner. Richard, but trying to save everything here. A look from the rear view mirror. There's a look from the nose cam. Here's James Cato right behind Brandon Lawless. Roberts driving on the back of Lawless's car. Richard runs the bottom lane. 44 runs a different lane here. He egg shapes 3 and 4 there. And that seems to be the trick. Wrong camera again. Sorry about that, folks. Look from the deck lid behind him. The 38 rolls the corner. Everybody else on the inside lane. Fitzgerald eggs the 3 and 4. And we might just have to show you exactly what I mean there. Top of your screen is going to be the 44. You see all the traffic and congestion behind him. But I'm going to be egg shaping the corner here. He takes it second lane, lets the truck drift up, and then exits low, making an egg out of the corner, or almost what they call a corner oval. Second lane lets the truck drift up, and then trail brakes, exits low, has the run off the corner, and that's a smart piece of driving right there. Oh, can't read that one, Joe. Hopefully Gavin's doing all right. Richard in third as Lawless made the pass there. Brandon trying to be faster than everybody else. 23.79. He ran his fastest lap that last lap. And right now, Richard back to the inside. The battle rages on. The more that they work on each other here, the more that the 44 is going to be able to drive away. 83 will be exiting high. It's going to have a run on the front stretch. 61 of 25, 125. 44, 83, 38. Alternate numbers running second and third to each other. Richard was your pole sitter. Brandon started third. Fitzgerald started second. And James up 8 spots. Scotty Grove in the 55. He's up 13, your biggest mover of the race. GT trying to close some distance down. There's the 76. Runs the strictly stock Ford F-150. GT tries to hold on to it. 62 of 125. About halfway through this one this time by. Unofficially as they get into turn 3 and 4. Brock Johnston in the 17, off 3 from the start of the race. His teammate and collaborator. There's the 47 of Holt Johnston, up 6 from the start of the race. John Kennedy trying to rebound from being a lap down. And that contact, that wall contact he made earlier that brought out a caution. Going to try to hold on to it, maybe make up some of that room. These trucks do get tight over the course of the long run. 52 with Webb to the high side. Webb 3 laps down, still trying to compete here, but just trying to make sure that he's running the right lane here and keeping himself within striking distance if something were to happen. Nick Sawyer is 3 laps down. He would not be your lucky dog. Billy Sigmund would be your lucky dog if a caution were to come out. 44, 83, 38, 3, 55 for your top 5. Y'all made me laugh a little bit there. Kevin says it because I need the adults. 44-83. The run is on for Lawless. Fitzgerald was able, in the first 5 or 10 laps of that last run, he was able to try to extend his speed out there. And right now, 0.2 of a second separate the two drivers. In first and second, 55 looked like he was dropping low. Scotty Grove has Cato to the outside. And the 76 of GT there trying to follow suit. Into the corner they go. They drop in. 55 trying to close the distance down 3. He's going to be able to manage the throttle. I don't know for how much. GT to the back bumper of the 3. 55 makes the pass on Cato. He's up 14 now as Cato tries to close down that lane one more time. 68 of 125. The drivers work their arms off. There's a lot going on here. Here's Bryson Fitzgerald's line right here. Out of the throttle into the bottom. Throttles the exit, so his line has changed now that he has gotten himself into the corner and try to maintain. So Lawless will start to try to close down his line. Fitzgerald did change his line a little bit there. He was running more lower now than he was before. Brandon Lawless behind him. Just trying to follow suit. Richard right there with him. Able to get a drive off. Scotty Grove trying to be the fastest on the racetrack, but right now, fastest driver on the racetrack is your race leader. Joe says it's an inside job. Hey, it's all good. It's all good. Wallace looked like he may have gotten some right side on that one. It just made it look like he was just free to me. Javorka, the 52, excuse me. The Mother's Polishes Chevy Silverado there. Know that logo. He's got the 47 of Holt Johnston in front of him, 73 of 125. Trying to outpace him here. They're going to continue to work. At least one green flag pit stop left for the drivers, I do believe. Bryson Fitzgerald out front by 0.6 of a second. Lawless in second. Richard in third. Now Richard's going to have to go to work if he wants to get that spot back. And Scotty Grove will do the same thing. If this comes down to green flag pit stops, that might be where this all plays off. Who's going to be out? Who's going to be able to get into pit road first and be able to carry that speed throughout the rest of the race? You see the car he's painting. Gavin, you'll have to send me a picture. Of course, I always appreciate that. Folks, if you stick around on Twitch afterwards, I will send you over to my buddy at Blue Thunder Gaming. He dropped in the chat earlier on the first stream, and I appreciate him very much. He's a fun Warzone streamer. He plays a lot of different games, but he's been pretty fun on watching him play Warzone. He's been playing Rebirth a lot, too. Let's see. Dean trying to rebound. There's Cato up high. Dean Sprinkle on the 28, trying to close down some of that distance in that Toyota. 1-2 Toyota, Chevy, Ford for the top 5. Then we go Chevy, Toyota, Chevy, Toyota. Little gyro cam coming up. Look at these banks. Between 19 and 22 degrees into the corners here, depending on the side of the track that you're on. It'll make up any kind of ground for your legs. That's for darn sure. Dean making the pass on James Cato inside the top 10. And Dean trying to track down Brock Johnston into the 17 in front of him. That is the race for 7th right there. Brock Johnston in a Toyota as well, trying to track down Jesse Cottrell in the 88. Cottrell trying to make it work. Guy who puts on the league and gives me all this fantastic business. Much love to him. GT off the spot from the start of the race, but he's not done. There's Scotty Grove, 14 in front of him. Can't count out GT. Can't do it. Big Bacon? Yeah, I know what Big Bacon is. Did you run into him or did you watch his stream? He's a good dude. Lawless, 1.4 seconds back. GT making a pass here. Side by side with the 55, 69 of Sawyer trying to make it. Whoa, man. They're getting spicy out there. Harris a lap down. Not for long. Yarnell in the 15. Maybe not for long. We'll see. 82 of 125, 44, 83, 38, 76, 55. So you're going to be your top 5. GT back to 4th. But now with an opportunity. That last lap, he was a little bit slower, but won't count him out just yet. He is about a 10th off the pace of the race leader, Scotty Grove. About to be under fire from Jesse Cottrell, according to the lap times. Nick Sawyer trying to be fast here, trying to get himself around some of these leaders. He came to pit road on 48. He's got 3 lap fresher tires. Whoop, clicking on the wrong button there. Sorry about that. But he gets himself into the corner. He is in full send mode. Bryson Fitzgerald, fastest driver on the racetrack, 48.84. But Nick Sawyer with a 24.84 for Bryson Fitzgerald, 24.93 for Nick Sawyer. So he's not on the leader's pace, but he is on pace. And he's trying to make it work. He's trying to get some of that time back. Now is the time. Now you got to go. Lawless in second. It's Fitzgerald there. Lawless has to close down some of that time. Right now, Richard is catching up little bits at a time behind him. James, thank you. Let's go. Let's get it. That's right. Mr. Mandarin out there. Love his channel, Mandarin Racing. Webb to pit road. Looks like he's making his green flag pit stop this time by. Bryson Fitzgerald out front, 1.8 seconds. Dover, you beat him in a dirt Bristol race. Yep. Yeah, I like his stuff. I do like his stuff. He's a good dude. I get out there and watch these folks. I'm not just one of those quote-unquote content creators that says, I care about community, I actually care about community. I care about seeing other folks grow more so than myself, which kind of gets me in trouble sometimes, but at the end of the day, I don't care. I want to see folks be bigger than me, be bigger than themselves, and just be an absolute master at their craft, and any way that I can help that, even if it's just by going and watching. I tell people all the time, 60 seconds is a lot to spare every day for your favorite content creator, but if you do just that, 60 seconds goes a long way to help folks. So, and give it a like and give it a follow. You don't have to watch him every day, but getting out there and supporting the people that help support you, that's big for me, and that's what I care about. So bear that in mind. I had a lot of people help me get me where I am today, and I'm absolutely grateful for them because they've been a blessing. And when it comes down to it, couldn't be here without them. Yes. Was his wife was it the one where his wife was dressed up as well? That's when they did his Joe Exotic and what's her name? I remember that day. He's absolutely hilarious. And his wife is amazing as well. Oh, Lawless, come back. You blinked for me. A couple of drivers blinked there. There's some storms going through some areas right about now. We had some storms earlier, but it's good. It was just him when he saw it. His wife gets in on the little cosplay they do as well. So super great individuals. I don't have a gimmick. Kind of wish I did. I don't have to have a gimmick. We do iRacing broadcasts, and occasionally I get on there and game whenever I feel like I want to slightly, quote unquote, embarrass myself with my gaming skills. Here lately, I'm gonna get my butt kicked at Escape from Tarkov. It's been a game. That is a tough game, but I like it. I thought Warzone was rough for me. Tarkov is all about everything else that you need to do with your ears. Yes, you got to be able to shoot the gun, and you got to develop those skills, but your ears are the most important tool that you have. Kato coming around. She's trying to get back on the lead lap. Came to pit road and he's finding himself 2 laps down right now, and he came to pit road to get his green flag pit stop in. Right now, 30 laps away. He's going to be gaining some of this ground on the race leader. And that is kind of huge when it comes to if you think about what the end of this race is going to be. If Bryson Fitzgerald holds off until the very end, is he going to have enough time between he and Kato? Joseph, good to see you out there. Joseph G, much love to you. Hello to you as well. Fitzgerald, Lawless, Likewa, Parkey is out there, and Sprinkle. It's going to be your top five. Cottrell in sixth. Johnston, Yarnell, Kennedy, and Holt Johnston in 10th. Dean looks like he might be coming to pit road. I think he might be, as he is doing so. Bryson still out front, 97 of 125. Kelly Webb Memorial has been pretty darn good race, only a couple of cautions. And we're starting to see some of the green flag pit stops take into consideration. Richard comes to pit road. Brandon Lawless in on pit road. Bryson is going to be your race leader. GT now 3.9 seconds back. Yarnell to third. Holt Johnston in fourth. And now this is going to be where this is important. They need to get green flag pit stops in. Not only do they need to get it in, but they need to not speed on pit road, and they need to take their time, because right now, Billy Sigmund was just into the wall right there a little bit. The caution comes out. We've got a lot of drivers that might not be very happy. A 4-5 missed pit road. I believe it. Dover's pit road is difficult. Pit road entrance, you pretty much have to slow up for in turn 3, but the problem is if you get hard on your brakes in turn 3 and you're not prepared for that turn, you're going to hit the inside wall, or you're going to hit the grass. Right here is about where you need to be braking for pit road. There's the 44 down low. Watch, actually perfect timing. 44 breaks in, tries to get himself into speed. Pit road speed is very, very, very slow, 40 miles an hour, as he feathers himself in. Yarnell coming around is going to lead a lap here. And he is on pit road. Javorka will be in second. Javorka came in on 45 as well. 25 laps to go here at the K. Webb Memorial. This will be the duck press 25 as Webb goes around here. Webb is 4 laps down, trying to make this one his best drive off yet. Right now, Richard would be your race leader after the green flag pit stops here. If Fitzgerald's still in his pit stall here, 14-8 now comes off of pit road. He's going to have a lot of catching up to do. Now, I don't know. Actually, I don't know. I don't think so. Richard runs his fastest lap of the race, 23.49. As Bryson Fitzgerald leaves pit road, Lawless will be in second whenever it comes to green flag pit stops. But Nathan Yarnell leading right now with 23 laps to go. Very easy to speed on pit road here, especially getting into pit road. If you don't watch that pit road entrance speed, you're going to find yourself having an issue. There's the 47 going around to the high side. Yarnell working the inside lane. 47 utilizing the high line to get around here. 23 laps to go. And Richard runs the fastest lap of the race, 23.30. Trying to separate himself away from Bryson Fitzgerald, who's 1.7 seconds back after green flag pit stops. So Richard short pits himself to the lead once green flag pit stops happen. Yarnell, Javorka still out there right now. 11.2 seconds the difference between 1 and 2. With 22 laps to go, this is turning out to be a race. Harris leaving pit road, Sigmund leaving pit road as well, as Billy Sigmund runs the Duluth Trading. Bryson Fitzgerald runs his fastest lap of the race, actually the fastest lap of the race, 23.15. Richard they have some traffic in between them. Richard ran a 23.19, so it's not like they're slowing down any. Assuming they make it to pit road. You ain't lying. 44 goes around to get his lap back. So he's going to be back on the lead lap. 15 of Yarnell, 20 laps to go. Javorka comes to pit road. Whoa, nice job by Rick. Nathan Yarnell clutching it in as much as he can here, as Richard will take over second. Fitzgerald will take over third. And now the 83 trying to work his way around. That's Lawless getting himself around the 15 here. He'll be back on the lead lap as well. James Cato trying to close back down some of that time as well, as the race leader looks at 19 laps to go and a 20-second lead, but that is quickly closing as they still run their lap times. Lap time difference. Right there, sorry. 3 seconds, 2.5 seconds. 2.2 seconds, basically. An average of about 2.67 gained by Richard every lap. And Bryson right behind him. Billy Sigmund runs his fastest lap of the race. GT runs his fastest lap of the race. Brock Johnston runs his fastest lap of the race. And he is working that wheel. Cottrell right behind him. Richard was your pole sitter and has about 0.4 of a second and is in a full send mode right now to try to get himself out there. Nathan Yarnell in the 15 trying to hold on for as long as he can. 15.5 seconds. Bryson Fitzgerald trying to get himself back out front. 38 is going to be there to the inside. 4 is going to be high. Kennedy a lap down. Right now the 38 gets into the corner. 44 has the better run off the corner right there. And it's going to have the 38 in his sights. 16 laps to go. Richard drops in second lane. 44 is going to be there as well, trying to clear the 38 here. On corner exit. Does look like Richard's going to have the outside lane here, but the 44 will drop in. The 38 will close that distance down and try to cross over. Nathan Yarnell, a whole lot of lap traffic involved here as he is trying to work his magic. He is swallowed up. He is trying to long pit himself, and he's got about 11 seconds and 14 laps to hold him off. Bryson to second here as Richard holds on to third. Lawless 7 seconds off of that pace. And I think he took 2 tires. And the 15 comes around just to clear another lap. 13 laps to go. Nathan Yarnell has the 55 of Scotty Grove to get his lap back. Cato is going to be right there very shortly too. There's the 69 of Sawyer. Sawyer's going to drop into the corner here as these two drivers try to hold on. 6 seconds and closing. 13 laps to go. Make it 12. Cato right there on the back bumper. 52 to the inside. That's Javorka. Gets to the back of the 15. Almost spins him out there. Holy cow. Says move over Miami. I'm trying to go places. 3 to the inside. 15 still out there. 3.6 seconds. Richard ran the tires off of his truck, and he's got about 1.5 seconds between he and Fitzgerald. Bryson trying to be the fastest driver around this racetrack without any question. And 10 laps to go. He's going to be tracking down the 15. 15, I don't know how he has that much fuel left. He's going to drift up the racetrack into the corner and hold on. 94 to the wall just a little bit there. 22 is trying to go around as well. Some lap traffic between the 15 and the 44, who has got a whole lot of fun going on right here. 44 drops in low. In the battle for the lead, it's going to look like this. 44 sends it into the corner. Nathan Yarnell back to second now as Richard looks to close down some of that distance as well to the inside of the 94. 9 laps to go. Yarnell in the 15. Led a ton of laps there, and you know what? Not a bad idea. I'd have been hoping for a caution the entire time. Richard to the back of the 15. 15 into the wall a little bit there. He's going to be all right. Little wall scrape, little Darlington stripe. I'm sorry, little Dover stripe. 44, 38, 15, 83, 76. Monster mile. Has only seen a couple of cautions today. It's been a pretty darn good race. 8 laps to go. Make it 7. Sumner going to pit road on 115. Is taking his last pit stop here. Bryson Fitzgerald there. Yarnell back to third. Lawless trying to close down that distance as well. And 7 laps to close 6 seconds or 5 seconds, and he's doing so pretty quickly. His last lap time, 24.89. Yarnell's 26.08. Bryson Fitzgerald has the 22 behind him. 22 is 3 laps down. He's trying to get himself another lap here just in case something happens. And with 6 laps to go, 3.3 seconds separate Richard and Bryson. These two started next to each other. They've only alternated one position. Richard started on the pole. Bryson started outside pole, was able to make it work, and has led the majority of the laps here today. Four laps to go. Kelly Webb Memorial here at the Monster Mile has been an absolutely dream of a race. And just a few more turns will determine who's going to have the edge moving forward. Bryson needed a win. And he's looking like he's going to be trying to do so. Richard 3.7 seconds back. A strong second place finish for him would mean a lot as far as the playoff points are concerned. Brandon Lawless in third here, right where he started. GT's in fourth where he started. But he is battling side by side. This is the battle for third with 2 laps to go. GT gaining a spot here. 3-lap pressure tires do this. White flag waves. Bryson Fitzgerald can clutch it in. And the 15 of Yarnell still has himself a top 10. I don't know if he ran out of fuel or if he's going to be running out of fuel. But he tried to hold on forever. But Bryson, on the pit strategy, wins it here. Does so in style. Richard's going to come home second. GT looks to come home third. Brandon Lawless will come home fourth. And Dean will come home fifth. Driver still finishing the race. He's going to burn it down. 44 wins it. Race results. Bryson Fitzgerald wins it here. Richard finishes in second. GT in third. Brandon, Dean, Brock, Jesse, Scotty, Nathan, and Holt all the way through your top 10. James, Rick, and Joey will be through 13th. Billy, Mike Harris, Nick Sawyer, Chris Webb, and Justin Sumner all the way through 18th. Take a look at the final results on the rest of it there. Gavin Hibbs in 19th. Joe, you finished last again. What is up with that, man? They're going to burn it down till they blow it down, right? I do believe the engine finally blew. Just waiting for some drivers here. Get these push race interviews. Thank you to Duck Press Media. Go to duckpress.com for Duck Press Media Solutions for being the sponsor here. Make sure you go to duckpress.com, find out more information on how you can support that business. Small businesses supporting streamers is absolutely amazing. We love and appreciate everybody that does get out there and do that. let's talk to the Orlando native. Congratulations, Bryson, on the race win here. Talk to me about this one. It seemed like you got into a rhythm, and even folks who tried to stay out and run the fuel mileage, it just didn't work for them.
Yeah, I like this track. It's hit or miss. Bristol. It's like Bristol, my favorite track. Um, I knew I had the long run speed to where if I stayed out a little bit longer, I would hopefully be able to run it back down after I pitted. Um, but yeah, it was a fun race. I wish I'd been able to race more in the league. I've been having a lot of work I've been having to do, so I haven't been able to run every single race and not make the playoff, which kind of stinks. But luckily, a couple of my strictly stock teammates made it, and I kind of stole one tonight.
You didn't steal it. You drove the wheels off of that thing. It was a ton of fun. We watched the egg shape come into play early on. Whenever that long green flag run happened there, and being able to get in middle, let the truck drift up and exit low, kind of helped save the tires there for a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I was going for. It was, I think, in my opinion, was a little faster because you had that straight line speed. But yeah, I was doing it in the middle of the race to see if it would help my tires at all. Not sure if it did because I had Brandon right on my bumper and Richard on my bumper that whole run. But I think the clean air helped a lot too.
You know what? You only have to lead the last lap, but you led a ton of them. So congratulations on the race win here, Bryson. I appreciate you very much as always. Make sure you give your shout outs out there, my man.
Yeah, I just want to thank the Flying Aces, Lynch Creative, Duck Press Media, Creekers Craft, BCM, Signature Esports for, putting this live stream up and giving us good footage, and iRacing Warriors Motorsport. And most importantly, to my teammates at Strictly Stock for letting me be on the team and race with them every night. Uh, it's the most fun I can have.
I tell you what, couldn't ask for a better group of individuals, and you guys have been killing it out there, and I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Always, Bryson wins it here, and he does so in style, with nothing to sneeze at there, other than he only gained one spot. Your pole sitter today comes up second and was still fast. I mean, you ran your fastest lap late in the race. Richard in the number 38, dunking some Oreos around here. Good points day though for the playoffs. You get that pole sitter point, and then you get a chance here to pad some totals, try to work your way into a championship.
Yeah, just solid night. First things first, we just want to think about Chris Webb and his father. You know, this race was named in his memory, so just thinking about him tonight. Chris is a great teammate, a good friend. And we kind of shared his pain. But all in all, we had a good night. Had to surprise myself at a pole, and my goal was just to stay with Bryson as close as I could, but I knew I had nothing for him. So kind of like I told the guys earlier, Terry Labonte my way to this thing.
I tell you what, you came in on 97. I thought that was the strategy there. I think it's just his pit stop was just that he was just as good on his pit stop as you were. So it kind of leveled the playing field. He was able to catch up and run you down. But it took a while for him to get there. And that last stint of the race was getting interesting with one driver staying out.
Well, it was,
We got a connection thing going on here. Hold on. Let me make sure it's not me.
Is that better?
I got you. Go ahead.
It was just neat to see a couple different strategies in play tonight, but it was just a good night. I'm pleasantly surprised with how well I ran.
Rich, it's always a pleasure, man. Congrats on P2 finish here. Nice pad to the points for the playoffs, and we look forward to seeing you next week. Give your shout outs out there. Of course, Chris's family is always in our prayers, and Chris as well. But yeah, you got some more to give out there, my man. Rich, try to fix your thing again.
All the GTO.
He's trying, folks. I can pretty much say that he thanks everybody that everybody's thanking. and if he has to type it out for me, it'll be good. Um,
All right. Thanks.
Rich. Thanks everybody, and all of
Have a
you
good
as well. And that's the man, Rich. We love you. We appreciate you, man. He might be like me and have a mic and a headset issue going on. That could be the way it is. Last but not least, GT at the number 76 gives us a good run there at the end. Yeah, I was wondering if you're going to finish right where you started, but you made that 5 laps to go. You found that third spot pretty darn nicely. Walk me through that one.
Third spot, yeah, I was running fifth, and I think Yarnell had was trying to save fuel to do one less stop, so we were catching him pretty quickly. And of course, the last run was shorter than the rest, so I was going way harder. Wasn't trying to save tires. I think Lawless may have caught the wall. I was catching him, but I wasn't sure I was catching him fast enough. But I think he caught the wall, and I was able to get around him and get a good podium finish.
Well, we like podium finishes for Fords. You're the first Ford in the field, and a slew of Toyotas inside the top 5. That was something that we're starting to see with manufacturers on who's choosing what here. But your Ford's been fast lately.
Yeah, it's been pretty good. This is I didn't used to like this track, but I guess a couple builds ago I figured it out. I started liking it here. I like the trucks here. They drive the way I like to drive, so I don't feel like I have to force anything.
This is as far as tracks go, this is one of my favorite tracks when it comes to the intermediate / short track run. Bristol's fun, but I think Dover has the great straightaway speed, and it takes a lot of control, and it's one of my favorite tracks to run in the trucks. So for folks to start finding Dover fun, that is exciting to me because a lot of people try to avoid it.
Absolutely, it's all about throttle control, especially on exit of turns 2 and 4, because it is so easy to get up into that wall, and you just got to feather it, and when you feel like you can punch it, then you can go, and then you can get some speed.
Oh yeah, you get spicy tires out of 2 and 4 when it comes to hot temperatures too. Tonight was one of those nights, and we didn't see the spiciness kind of come into play, so that it was all about racing.
A little bit, there was a little bit in there in the race chat, but yeah, it was a pretty good race overall. I made a major goof on that first caution. They opened the pits a lap sooner than I was expecting, so that sent me to the back, and I had to fight the way forward.
I was gonna ask. I saw 2 of you they had to go to pit road a little bit later, and I was like, I don't know what happened there, but hey, you know what? You technically led a lap, so that's
yes,
okay.
Absolutely.
That
that
counts.
helps.
That counts.
Now that we're in the playoffs, I don't have that safety net that I used to have, so I got to go real hard.
Yes, you do, and that'll help out too. It's going to be a good points day for you and Richard as well. And now you're getting some points moving forward. This is going to be interesting to see when it comes down to the wire. Congrats on a P3 finish here. I know next week Nashville Super Speedway. That's going to be a ton of fun. I like that track in the trucks as well. It's a little flat on the front stretch, so it can be a little dicey, but I think you guys are going to have a good time there as well. GT, give you shout outs, man. It's your time.
First, I just want to say that our hearts are with the Webb family. Our thoughts and prayers are with them. Kelly Webb just passed away, and apparently just one of the most amazing fathers you can ever have, according to my good buddy Chris. But as far as shout outs, just want to thank the sponsors. Flying Aces, none of us would know each other, or a lot of us wouldn't know each other without them. Lens Creative, Duck Press Media Solutions, Creekers Crafts, the Black Car Mafia, a good bunch of guys. Obviously, Signature Esports, and iRacing Warriors Motorsports.
Always a ton of fun, GT. I look forward to seeing you next week, and it's already going to be a cut race. Like, we're going race to cut race, and I'm like, oh man, what's going to happen?
You never know.
It's going to be fun. We'll look forward to seeing you next week, GT.
Absolutely. Hopefully we can talk again.
That's the way it is. Number 76 finishes in third and has a fantastic drive off. What a great race today was, and these fine folks are absolutely looking forward to next week. Bryson Fitzgerald is your race winner, and we're going to have a ton of fun coming up. Back at it tomorrow night with the IBRL Series, and then, of course, Tuesday night, NASCAR East Coast Racing League. We're going to broadcast the last few races for them for the season to help them get through their playoffs, and then Wednesday night, Winston Throwback Series. Thursday, I'm off. We're going to figure some stuff out to do for the time being. New leagues, new things starting the following week, and trying to get some stuff taken care of, trying to get back on track, trying to make things work really well. So thank you everybody out there for tuning in. I appreciate you very much. I know that these drivers appreciate it. And again, to the Webb family, much love to you. If you need anything, reach out. We'd love to talk to you. Love to give you our condolences, and we always appreciate supporters of not just Signature Esports, but all these fans. You come to know these racers, these drivers, the fans, the family, and it's quite difficult to sometimes just know that these folks just they hold a spot in your heart, and you just want to make sure that you take care of them. So much love to the family, and of course, and always, we'll see you soon.